Felicity from GetYourRockOut, and I'm here talking to a couple of the guys from Chiodos. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Tired, but very well, thank you.
Have you been here all weekend?
No, we flew in yesterday, and then we fly out at 5:30
Tomorrow.
So we just flew in from the States just for today. So
So you're unbelievably jet lagged.
it's like a zombie right now.
Poor thing.
For sure.
I mean, have you actually managed to kind of do much today, or has today just been work so far?
Pretty much work and wake up.
Yeah. Work.
Yep.
And is there anybody that you're really looking forward to seeing later, or are you basically just going to be collapsing into bed at the first possible opportunity?
I think we're trying to leave pretty much after we play.
Yeah, for sure. It would have been cool to see like Mastodon or like Metallica or Protest the Hero played earlier. That would have been cool too. Good friends of ours. Silverstein's playing, but we're we unfortunately won't have any opportunity to do any of that fun stuff. So we're just gonna go pass out.
Joys of festivals,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be cool. We're not worried about it. We're excited to be here. So.
And are you looking forward to the set later? I mean, it's looking as though it's going to be really, really good fun.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. What do you think?
It's gonna be our first show in like a month.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's been a month. Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be a fun, interesting one. First shows back are always like just really interesting. Kind of you get into the swing of things. So then by the end of the set, we should have our shit together.
And how long have you got? Have you got long enough to get into it properly, or?
40 minutes, I think. So
really?
Yeah. Maybe about 20 minutes, and we'll be like, oh shit, this is what I do. This is what I do.
Fantastic. Well, no, I mean, I'm really, really hoping that I'm kind of done interviewing by then. It's always a problem, you never really get to see too many bands play.
Totally. So you understand.
Completely. But here's hoping. And yeah, I mean, it's great to kind of finally talk to you guys. You've just announced a really fantastic tour for later this year in America. You must be so excited about that. That lineup looks absolutely incredible.
Yeah, we're going out with Did I Remember and Bring Me the Horizon, and it's going to be great. I mean, we're really looking forward to it. Those are two bands that have wavered the line in rock and maintained integrity through doing that, and I think that's really difficult to do without alienating anybody. And I think that's really hard to do. So we respect that a lot, and we're really excited to play alongside of them. Yep.
It's kind of one of these times when I kind of wish I lived in the States.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really cool. Good dudes all around, and it's gonna be a fun tour.
And have you toured much with either of them before, or is this going into it?
What's that?
Have you toured much with either of them before?
We've done
like Warped Tour. I think they've been on the same time that we have.
Yeah, with
But,
both bands
like,
actually.
Yeah, not like real tours like we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it could be I think that'd be brilliant. And also, I think that one of you is making a documentary about Flint at the moment.
Yeah. Our bass player Matt, he's not here, but him and his friend Chad, I think, are making a documentary about it.
Is that anything to do with the King 810, the band?
Actually,
Go ahead. I don't know what it has to do with him.
King.
It's funny,
Actually,
one of our members started
our
it.
old guitar player Jason. That was his side project actually.
No way.
And he started it, but
And they're good dudes in that band.
Yeah.
I remember like Eugene always used to come out to our shows.
Yeah.
Andrew Beal is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't really know the other guys, but they're cool dudes. So I don't know what it has to do with them.
Well, I know that they like their whole debut album has been about Flint, and like their debut EP, and it's all about living there. And so I wondered whether there was any kind of correlation there.
Yeah, I mean the
It's
only
such a small
correlation
world.
is that we're familiar with them and we're
area.
from the same place.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
So-
we don't talk about Flint very much,
I was hoping for like some amazing like musical tie-in there, and it was going to be.
There is a cool musical tie-in.
I mean we grew up playing this one local club, like the Flint local, together, and going to each other's shows and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a very, very small world, actually, the whole kind of rock music world when you get used to it.
It's I would dare say incestual.
You know what, I think I would agree with you on that score. I think the 6 degrees of separation is just,
Game of Thrones type shit,
Definitely. And you guys, I mean, when it comes to kind of the next kind of 6 months or so, I mean, what have you got on the cards at the moment? Are you basically touring for the next 6 months?
No, we have some time off right after this. Like, how many weeks do we have off after this, Pat?
I think like 2 weeks, and then we go on the Blessed Fall, and then pretty much Blessed Fall connects with that Day to Remember, and that's pretty much what we're doing till October.
Yeah, and then I think there's like a chunk in our schedule missing right there before we do some more dates in the States. We were trying to get over here, but I don't know what the plan is exactly yet. We haven't been able to sit down and talk about it yet, so we'll see. Yeah.
And what would that be for? Would that be for kind of a support tour or a headline tour? What would you be hoping for?
Support right now, because we have to build up our crowd over here. It's like it's been really weird experiences for us over here over the past like few months. You know, it's either like hit or miss. You know, like people get it or they don't get it, or they care or they don't care. You know what I mean? So like a combination. And when we make the effort to like travel over here and stuff, we kind of hope that people like care. You know, so it's a bit deflating when they don't. So, but also 10 times rewarding when they do. You know what I mean? So the combination is just, you know, it's kind of been a gamble over the last 6 months for us.
And so what have you found? Have you just found kind of attendance has been hugely like varied, and that you've had a hugely...
Yeah. Usually depending on, I mean, you know, rock bands make their money from touring, so I think everybody's touring. And it's depending on what, you know, there's only so much money a kid has to go around, you know, or people that enjoy music in general, you know, have to go around.
Also, I think with the UK, everywhere is so close together, and so, you know, and so I think in a lot of other places, if bands play, for example, Germany, they'll do maybe 3 dates in Germany, maximum, like across the country. Then England, and people are doing 10 or 11, and often they're only like an hour's drive away from each.
Yeah, totally.
I think we're spoilt for choice, but I think it does affect affect bands that are trying to break through, because the market is so oversaturated at the moment that it's really hard to do that.
Yeah, and I feel like in the past couple of years there's been like a waning for American support as well. Like I feel like the British have kind of been more supporting upcoming British bands, which is cool. I back that, you know. It's just difficult for any like U.S. touring bands to come over here and break, you know. But we're trying our hardest. I mean, we haven't stopped coming yet.
Good. Yeah, so that's a warning to you. Make sure you make the effort. I mean, what kind of a reaction have you had since you announced that you were playing this festival? Have you had a lot of UK fans saying that they're really looking forward to seeing it?
I haven't seen one.
So
I'm pretty active. I haven't seen one person say anything about it.
Whatever happens, I mean, it's going to be fun.
Hopefully, it's a bunch of new, curious people. Metal fans are cool, so we're just going to get down.
I mean, and to be honest, I think every band that I've spoken to this weekend has just been amazed by the turnout. I think people are making the effort to see a load of bands that they don't know, and people are really getting into it. And I think that this festival has such varied acts as well, that there's a lot of different people with a lot of different tastes in music that all kind of find something that they like going on at once, and so that's
cool.
And yeah, so I mean, obviously, you know, you're gonna be touring lots for the rest of the year. I mean, we really hope that the UK side of things does happen soon.
Yeah.
I mean,
we do too. I mean, like we were, like when our album cycle even came out, we came over here just to do press and play little shows and things like that, so, like just to really try and build it. We're really trying to stay conscious of it. So.
Like, I'm really glad that you've not given up on it yet and like written it off as a bad luck. And I hope that if it doesn't happen in October, that you can make it over here at some point early next year. That would be...
We will see. We will see what happens.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. It's been a massive pleasure. And I really hope that the set today is absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks.